You're watching Good Day Tampa Bay.
All right, now to the tough topic of tackling America's opioid crisis. Last week, President Trump declared the epidemic a public health emergency, which will give states more flexibility in responding. Joining me now, live in the studio, is Dr. Edward Leonard. This is interesting because when we talk about dealing with pain, opioid can be an easy solution, and it can sometimes be what somebody needs, but it might not be the answer for everybody. So what is the conversation among your professionals is what's causing the opioid crisis?
Sure, thanks for having me, by the way. The opioid crisis is, opioids are overutilized.
Okay.
For every man and woman in America, there's a whole bottle of opioids prescribed every year. And it's killed over 20,000 people in the last year alone, which has, the drug overdoses have reduced our life expectancy by 2.5 months as a nation. It is a crisis. Genuinely.
Across the country. Okay, so when you think about the typical drug addict, in many ways it's changed the stereotype, it's changed people's perception. Describe the drug addict of today.
Oh, they're soccer moms, they're your next door neighbor, they're your niece, your nephew, they're not what you stigmatize in your head on what a drug addict is any longer. It's in every neighborhood.
So when it comes to something like back pain, instead of going straight for prescribing pills, what are some of the things that you are all considering now instead?
Sure. The American Academy of Physicians have come out really strongly in favor of alternatives to dangerous drugs for back pain. Obviously, one of them could be chiropractic.
Okay.
Half the country has seen a chiropractor, about 15% in the last year. And that is one of the leading drivers of pain. So there's a lot of stigma to chiropractic, whether it be dangerous or cost. Gallup has done a really good job at demonstrating or exposing these. And in terms of danger, it's certain demographics as well. It's the black population or young adults that are really being the fear of seeing a chiropractor.
Okay, so let's alleviate some of those concerns. What are some exercises or some adjustments that somebody could expect to see as alternative treatment versus, you know, long-term medication? You could probably give us an example.
Sure. So the really simply put, on what a chiropractor does is looks for stiff joints and moves them. They're really good with precision. So your spine is like a bicycle chain. And when you have a kink, it disrupts the function of it.
Okay.
And that stiff joint or that kink can literally cause spinal degeneration and arthritis. And that is one of the leading causes of chronic pain. So really just routine checkups, making sure your spine's moving okay, and making sure that you maintain it with stretches and exercises. Not necessarily sit-ups, but more planks would be better for your spine than a sit-up.
Planks would be better. Okay. So for somebody out there right now thinking about some exercises or some things that they could do and their options, what would you suggest? Sure.
It's really, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure in this. So it's really being mindful. Our posture, the way we look at our devices, you have a 12 to 15 pound bowling ball on your neck, which is your head, and you put it forward, it puts a lot of strain in between your shoulder blades and your neck and causes neck tension and headaches. So really being mindful where your head is.
And I'm thinking about how I'm kind of listening to you and I'm leaning forward. I'm thinking about how I'm sitting right now and the devices too. I mean, yeah, we always have our chins down. Yep.
For sure. So when you're driving, rest your head against the car seat. That's a great exercise just to relax those muscles and to be more mindful of where your head is in space and time is good. Starting off with a morning stretch is always good. Rocking your knees into your chest and rocking back and forth would be a good one.
Some good ideas. Thank you so much for coming in today. We really appreciate the information.
Thanks for having us.